Oh, girl, I took one of the bunnies out, so we hadn't had, huh? Girl, girl, what you think I did?
Oh my God.
I picked it up. You better ask somebody. I'm a
One of your guns?
girl. I didn't miss once. No, I put some BBs in it. Girl, I emptied. Girl, I was like, and look, I don't know what it is with bunnies. I don't know if they go in shock or if they just don't want to move or whatever. But they kind of just stand there. And I was like, oh, you ain't gonna. First, I popped her in the raised bed. That's where the first shot hit her.
So they didn't even run?
Well, yeah, when I hit her in the raised bed, you know, because my raised beds are up off the ground and on wheels, so she had to jump down. So she limped. So she well, she didn't limp. She hopped her ass down and she made it over to the gate. And then when she was over, and then so when I came in, I pumped my, the more pumps you give the BB rifle, you finna die. It ain't gonna just sting you.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah. So I gave that thing some more pumps, and while I was pumping, I'm just looking at her by the gate, and she looking at me like she ain't gonna leave. I'm like, you got hit once and you ain't gonna leave. So I was like, I'm just gonna have to do this because I'm gonna have to do it. So I hit her again, and when you hit them good, they jump up about a foot and a half in the air and backflip. So she jumped up and backflipped, and I was like, oh, I wonder if she gone. So she was squirming. I was like, well, I do want to put her, huh?
It doesn't kill them. It doesn't kill them. It just...
No, this ain't the plastic pellets. These are the BBs. She finna die now. Yeah, these are the BBs. These are the BBs. So I said, and I'm an excellent shot. I tell you, he been surprised. I'm like, hey, I'm from the South. We don't, I'm gonna hit it I'm gonna hit my target every time. That's just what's gonna be. So I'm sitting there pumping. Right. And I'm sitting there pumping. I'm like, she better limp away. She better limp under that hole she dug under the fence. And she ain't limping away. I was like, oh, okay, here come number 3. So I aimed, pop, hit her again. And then she stretched out. And then, but you gotta be, bunnies are tricky. I don't know how they play possum, but so I was like, I'm gonna hit her 2 more times in case she playing. So I hit her 2 more times in case she was playing. And so I took a picture. I actually posted a picture, but you can only barely tell. It's a picture I put. It looked like the shed and the fence, but she laying on the ground up against a wooden thing. And so I popped a couple more times, and then I leave it out there for it to come. I don't have to mess with the bodies. I let him come collect bodies. So yeah, but fuck that. I kill that bitch. So fuck her. So, I wouldn't have got the first shot off in my raised bed if she wasn't in that hole. So,
oh my God.
yeah, I took that bitch out. So,
got no sense.
And I felt kind of bad, but at the same time, I'm like, no, because I popped him with the plastic pellets before in the raised bed, and the bitch came back and brought her husband. And I'm like, yeah, it was a picture. It was a video I posted last year where it was about 5 or 6 in the yard just frolicking, and that was right after I hit the mama in the raised bed. No, I said no. I'm gonna need the real BB gun, please and thank you, because I'm not playing no more games. We're not gonna just sting them and discourage them. We're gonna murder them at this point. I'm taking out the whole lineage if they want to keep coming through. So I ended that bitch, but we ain't seen no more. I mean, it might not be the season, in the middle of the heart of the season. They usually at the beginning and the end, but we'll see, because I got the BB gun now, and I ain't playing no games. I'm going right, girl, I'm going right for the skull, for the noggin, girl. I ain't playing. Man, girl, the birds started nesting. We've had these evergreens, and they just now big enough to give us, like, all the privacy that we want around the whole deck.
Okay.
I don't be on like that either. This whole social media thing, don't get me started on the whole conditioning and Trump situation.
I'm really over it.
Yeah, I'm over it. I am. So, I mean, when I get stuck on it, I get stuck on it. So what I do is I'll just commit to not even picking it up, because it's always going to be something to trigger. Always. Forever and a day. Yeah, that's what it's for. That's what it's for. And it does just that. It does just that. Yeah.
And to get your own.
Yeah. And look, before they even created that, they consulted psychologists. But that's what, and it is, and some of it is really, I mean, because it's, whatever it is, it's something that can keep you there, that maybe you are interested in, but there's some other productive stuff that I could be doing, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't mess with it much, or if I do, I go on to post something myself, but the thing about that is people responding to your post will make you get back on there, so, it's all in the plan, though. It's all in the plan. And my thing is, as much as you have access and interaction, good and bad, with a larger number of people, all they have to do is, to create chaos, is flip a switch.
Right.
Everybody that found their identity in social media, all of a sudden they'll be a nobody again, and it'll mess them up. So when I got back from visiting my family, I one of the things that I got was this body butter, girl, body lotion, girl, and it's unbelievable without being oily. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna take this.
Somewhere in Texas?
Yeah, and you know, my sister living where the cop put his knee in that little black girl's back. She lives she lives in a gated community. My sister balling like hard, right? So so I found this. I ain't never heard of it, and so I put a little on my hand. I was like, oh my God, it's the best lotion I ever felt in my life, right? Wow. So I bought it, and so I wanted to use it on the plane because you know the air gets dry, but I didn't think about the 3 ounce rule. So TSA took it, and he knew the drill. He knew the drill. He was like, he's like, you want to take a picture of it so you know what it is? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fight you. So I did take a picture though, and my sister.
So they kept it.
Yeah.
They kept it?
Yeah, they did. But I was crying to my sister, you know, because she knew how much I loved it. So she was like, don't worry, I got you. Bitch, today, why did I open a box, a 20-pound box full of them? Full of them.
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
And I was like, girl, I'm going to sell them, and I'm going to give you your vendor's cut. I was like, she's like, go on with your entrepreneurial self. She's like, go on with your entrepreneurial. No, I just called her that because she emptied the shelves.
She just went and bought it for
She emptied the shelves for me, girl.
Aw, that's very special.
She emptied.
So it sounds like you and that sister at least.
Huh?
The connection, reconnect. It sounds like the reconnection with you and that sister.
Oh, yes.
Is going well.
Girl, yes, it has. It has. It has. And I'm so
happy for you.
And I'm so proud of her. And I wish I would have been there. I wish it would have been closer when I was younger because like she was in law school and she was fending for herself. And at that time I had the money to help her out. And I really wish we had been more in touch for me to be there to help her because I was throwing away the amounts of money that she was needing to get through school. You know?
I get that.
So, but anyway, she's doing.
I was the same. That was the same one.
Yeah.
From my life.
Yeah.
The kids weren't old enough yet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I don't have that same.
Yeah.
Regret.
Yeah. But she did it. She did it. She made it, and she's doing extremely well. Matter of fact, her husband just went. His friend is running for president of Nigeria, bitch, and so he's helping him with that campaign.
Nice.
Yeah.
So is he African?
Yeah. He's Nigerian.
Ah.
Yeah.
Nigerian.
Yeah, girl. She's a mess. I'm not mad, and plus I like fucking with him, you know, cause he ain't no relaxed motherfucker, so you know I like to fuck with him, cause he ain't chill like us, and we wild anyway. we them girls. So yeah, so I'm hopping on one foot, talking about I'm like okay. I was like, get down, Princess of Zamunda. I was like, so I started hopping on one foot, talking about whatever you like. I started singing Queen to Be. She's your queen to be. I'm like, get down then, get down. I was like, okay. So, but yeah, she's
young reconnection.
Oh my God, it's one. And she adopted a little boy, and now they living in a house that I wouldn't even dream about having to clean. In fact, we called where we always stay when we're there. We call it the West Wing because the upstairs they don't even use the upstairs, and they're like 3 bedrooms and two bathrooms and a theater, bitch, a theater.
Yes,
on the whole floor. You know, girl, you know I did. The first 2 days we got a hotel because I felt, I didn't want to impose upon her. Right, girl. What you talking about? So I was like, girl, girl, it's because you know them. And number one, I told you how I feel about pit bulls. This heifer done got another. She keep 3 dogs. She always gonna have 3 dogs. She got another pit bull. I'm like, no, you better mind however many houses you think I got to stay at. You can subtract 1, because, bitch, I ain't coming to your house with a pit bull. You got another thing coming. I'm already getting myself ready for if it decide to eat up my niece that's there with you. So, you know. And who knows, in a you might make the dog mad, or he might not get mad. He might just decide it's time to turn. It's time.
You just don't know.
Cause girl,
They know.
and this the same one that I told about pit bulls before, but she had to get rid of her pit bull. Guess why? Cause it was killing the neighbors' pets and shit.
Oh my God.
Girl, I don't. She might know how to be an owner, but you can't. I don't care. It's somebody with all their senses and ain't trying to care for 3 damn dogs. And if you do got 3 dogs, they ain't gonna all be in the goddamn house.
Right.
But she dealing with some things, and so it's her life and her choices. But I ain't gotta live with no pit bull, girl.
Right.
And I'm not gonna have you keep him locked in a cage in his own house on my account.
Mad at you for real.
Right.
Because he realized he only goes in there and you go.
Right. I didn't even think about that. It's so many reasons. So no ma'am, no ma'am, no ham. But yeah, that's a part of the process. That's what they do. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
So it's just so much.
It is a lot.
Well, the eldest one, she's been a liar all her life, and I committed not to deal with her when I left, so I didn't deal with her when I went back either. But I know she heard I was there because she was.
Oh, you didn't see her. You didn't see her at all.
I never see her really. I saw her. The last time I saw her was at the baby girl's college graduation.
Okay.
And so that was so many years ago, but she's always been, I mean, to a point where it's a clinical issue, and nobody ever would participate when I would say, no, that's not true, and I would call out a lie, because I felt like if you love her, then you'll say, no, that's a lie. But what I would do is I would pick up the phone with the person and say, did you say this? Because she's saying you say this. And say, for example, my mom would be like, I don't want to get involved. And all she had to say was, no, that's not true. But nobody would do it, so now she lives this.
So that they're enabling.
Yeah, but now she's like 60, so she's living. She's
Changing that.
right, and I figured at 30 when she was old to me at 30, I was like, okay, she grown now, y'all, and it's established. Ain't gonna be nothing y'all can do. I mean, and she tells outlandish lies. You know what I mean? To where you can just go see, like, if the sun is shining, she'll say it's raining. If it's raining, the sun like. Outlandish lie. And so I backed, as soon as I was old enough to leave home, I was like, I'm not going to deal with this again. One of the things that we were taught in our family was honesty. Don't lie. I learned to stop getting a whooping when I stopped lying. I started telling on my damn self. I did this. I ain't had no business doing it. You told me not to do it. And I broke it. And, I tell it on my own self. But she lied. And so I spent my young adulthood listening to them tell me about, she said this, she did. And I'm like, I don't really want to hear it, because y'all chose to continue to spend. I don't think she should be abandoned per se. But if you let a person keep lying, and then you feel, now you look how you feel. She done told this outlandish stuff that ain't even believable about you. And you all hyped about it. I'm like, I can't be here for this. I left so I didn't have to.
I do remember that being one of our conversations.
Yeah, I'll be like, I ain't got nothing for you. Yeah.
You're totally enabling them.
Yeah.
You don't hold them accountable.
Yeah, right, and we was in LA, girl, and I was talking about my older sister, and Adele just cried, her whole sensitive ass just crying and saying, well, maybe she just feels alone. And I bet she do feel alone, but I mean, she ostracized people, so I'm like, see, now you sit up here crying. She's so sensitive.
But she could admit it for herself.
Yeah.